Hello everyone, this is Dr. Rajiv Gupta. My institute name is SMT MD Patel Institute of Physical Science and Research, Anand. The course name is MSc Organic Chemistry. The semester is first semester. The subject is Organic Chemistry first and its subject code is PS01CCHE22. The unit number is 1, which is stereochemistry. And today I am going to talk about total number of stereoisomers in such molecules having more than one chiral center. So calculation of total number of stereoisomers. In a previous lecture we learned uh, molecules which contain more than one chiral center. Okay, so that molecules which have more than one chiral centers, we are to calculate total number of stereoisomers for that structure. Okay, for that a type of regioisomer, for that a single regio compound, we have to calculate total number of stereoisomers possible. Here we will take calculation of optically active and inactive stereoisomers. So here we will consider only that molecules which are containing more than one chiral centers. Okay, here we are not considering geometrical isomers, means double bond containing isomers or cis trans isomers. Here we are considering only optically active and inactive isomers, and which are based on uh, their number of chiral centers, and these chiral centers will be more than one. So here we see many formulas to calculate total stereoisomers and optically active isomers, inactive isomers, meso compounds, diastereomers, enantiomers. So there are various formulas. Here we are considering a small symbol, small letter n, which is number of chiral centers in these molecules. Okay, so in the formulas where we will get small n, that is corresponding to number of chiral center in that compounds. So based on symmetry we can divide these type of molecules which have more than one chiral center either in symmetric or asymmetric. Means it will depend on the structure of a molecule or presence of substituents in that molecule, that all the isomers or all the stereoisomers of that molecule could be asymmetric or could be chiral, or it is also possible that some of the isomers in the total stereoisomers for that structure could be symmetric. So based on that criteria we can divide these type of molecules which have more than two chiral centers into two parts, depend on symmetry, means plane of symmetry or center of symmetry. Not exist means in a given structure, in a given organic molecule, if all the stereoisomers does not contain any achiral molecule or optically inactive molecule, so we will apply these formulas which are shown in this first column. Okay, if we get at least one stereoisomers one stereoisomer of that structure or of that organic molecule, then we will apply these formulas which are shown here in second column. Okay, so the means is here no stereoisomer contains these symmetries, means all stereoisomers will be asymmetric. Okay, according to that structure of a given molecule, all the stereoisomers means all the possible stereoisomers will be asymmetric or will be chiral. So we will apply these formulas. So total number of enantiomers or total number of optical isomers, which are represented here as small x. Okay, total number of meso compounds are represented as y, total stereoisomers represented as z. Okay, now pair of enantiomer or recipe mixture or recipe modification are denoted by here by capital P, and total diastereomers that are denoted by Q symbol. Now see, total number of enantiomers here will be equals to 2 to power n, where n is total number of chiral center in that molecule. So it is the very simple formula, just take the power n, 2 to power n. This is equals to total number of enantiomers or total number of optically active isomers, because as we say here that all the isomers, stereoisomers will be asymmetric or chiral, so all these will be optical active isomers. So this is 2 to power n. So here no symmetric compound or no symmetric stereoisomer is present in this case, so total number of meso compounds will be 0 in this case. Okay, because all the stereoisomers asymmetric or chiral, or we know that meso compounds are achiral or optically inactive due to presence of plane of symmetry. So number of these meso compounds will be 0 in this type of molecules. So total stereoisomers will be optically active isomers and optically inactive. This is x plus y. So z will be equals to x in this case, because here y equals to 0. So z equals to x. So total number of stereoisomer in this case will also be equals to 2 to power n. So x is 2 to power n, also z is 2 to power n. So both are same because optically inactive compounds are 0 in this case. Now come to the pair of enantiomer. A pair of enantiomer contains two stereoisomers which are mirror image of each other, so it will be just half of total number of enantiomers or total number of optical isomers. So its number is equals to x by 2. So total enantiomer pair or racemic mixture or racemic modification will be x by 2 in this case, and total stereoisomers again will be 2 to power n, because here total diastereomers will be x by 2 plus y, x by 2 plus y. Here y is 0, so x by 2 means it is equal to racemic mixture or racemic modification, number of pair of enantiomers. So these are the total number of diastereomers. This number will be x by 2. Now consider these type of molecules which contains at least one symmetric stereoisomer. In this case all stereoisomers are not asymmetric, means at least one isomer could be symmetric. So here these two types of formulas can be applied based on number of chiral centers. Two division have been made for this type of molecules. If molecule contain even number chiral centers, means 2, 4, 6 like this, even number chiral centers, then we will apply these formulas for x, y, z, p and q. And if this structure contains odd number chiral centers, means 3, 5, 7, etc., then we will apply these formulas. Okay, this x equals to 2 to power n minus 1, we have to remember these formulas. Just but for some examples, or about for simple molecules, we just uh, can find out total stereoisomers very easily, even if we don't remember these formulas. But if we remember these formulas, then it is better. Okay, x equals to 2 to power n minus 1, y equals to 2 to power n by 2 minus 1, z equals to this, p and this. P and q formula is same for both condition. Here p equals to x by 2, here p equals to x by 2, p equals to x by 2, because p is racemic mixture, which is always just half of the total number of enantiomers. Also q is diastereomers, which are uh, addition of these optically inactive compound, and total number of racemic mixture, means diastereomer numbers are just half of total number of enantiomers. Now see the example of a molecule as shown here, like a question, as a question given here. See, what is the question? Find out the total stereoisomers of tartaric acid. Okay, tartaric acid. Draw the, so first of all we have to know what is tartaric acid structural formula, its molecular formula and structural formula. Draw the Fischer projection formulas of all the stereoisomers with chirality descriptors. All the possible stereoisomers we have to show their Fischer projection formulas with chirality descriptors. Here chirality descriptors are RS nomenclature, RS configuration, means for each chiral center we have to provide a chirality descriptor or RS. Okay, in tartaric acid there are two chiral centers. Okay, there are two chiral centers are present in tartaric acid, so the chirality descriptors will be provided for these two chiral centers in all the stereoisomers. Also show the enantiomeric and diastereomeric relation between these stereoisomers. Okay, which stereoisomers are enantiomer to each other, which stereoisomers are diastereomer, have diastereomeric relation between each other, that we have to show. Which stereoisomers are chiral, okay, which are chiral and achiral, that we will show using symmetry criteria. Now the answer is, the general structure formula of tartaric acid is given below. This is the tartaric acid. Tartaric acid, as mentioned in its name, that it is an acid, means it should be a carboxylic acid. So in normal butane chain, these terminals are occupied by two carboxylic acid groups, and these central two carbon atoms are occupied by these two OH groups. So this is the structure of simple structural formula of the tartaric acid. Okay, this is COH, CHOH, CHOH, COH. Now see how we will check that which formula we have to apply. We have many formulas here. See, 2 to power n, 2 to power n minus 1, or for total isomers, these formulas. So which formula we have to apply for this question? Because only one formula will be applied, because we have to find out total number of stereoisomers. Okay, find out total stereoisomers. So for total stereoisomers, only a formula, one formula will be applied. See, this molecule could be symmetric if these both OH groups are present at same side. Okay, then see here a plane of symmetry will pass out this side. This plane of symmetry we can observe in this structure. This half part is just mirror image of this half part. So this molecule may contain or will contain a symmetric stereoisomer also. So it will move in this direction, means asymmetric means symmetric structure also present in these molecules, means symmetric stereoisomer is also present in this molecule. We can, because we can observe a plane of symmetry in a type of stereoisomer. So we will apply either this formula or this formula. See, it contains two chiral centers. This carbon atom, this first number, second, third, fourth, there are four carbon atoms. This second number carbon atom is chiral because all the four groups are different. So this is a chiral carbon. Again, this carbon is also chiral carbon. So there are two chiral carbons are present. First and second, these two carbon atoms are chiral carbon. So chiral centers are 2. So n equals to 2 means even number. So we will apply this even number formulas. So what will be the formula? We know that the total stereoisomers equals to Z. This Z equals to x plus y means x equals to 2 to power n minus 1 and y equals to 2 to power n by 2 minus 1, means the formula will be 2 to power n minus 1 plus 2 to power n by 2 minus 1, means x plus y, that is equals to Z. So we will apply this formula here. See this formula, n equals to 2, total stereoisomers equals to 2 to power n minus 1 plus 2 to power n by 2 minus 1. Here n equals to 2, put the 2 here, 2 to power 1 plus 2 to power 0, 2 to power 0 is 1. According to mathematics, 2 to power 0 is 1 and 2 to power 1 is 2. So total is 3. So total 3 stereoisomers are possible for tartaric acid. Okay. Total 3 stereoisomers are possible. Now, see, first we have to draw Fischer projection of these structures. So we can start Fischer projections by with a molecule which contains a plane of symmetry, as we have already seen that this molecule contains a plane of symmetry. So draw Fischer projection like this. Okay, we know that it has two chiral centers, so just draw two horizontal lines, these two terminals carboxylic groups, and put these both OH groups at same side. So this molecule contains a plane of symmetry, as we can see here. This molecule is achiral and it is called meso-tartaric acid. Meso, as we know that what is meso, which has two chiral centers, molecule which has two chiral centers and a plane of symmetry, that is called meso. So it contains a plane of symmetry, so it is a achiral molecule and optically inactive. Okay, so this is the first isomer. Now the second possibility is that these both two hydroxy groups could be at opposite side. This is second possibility of a stereoisomer. So this type of molecule, which is a trio arrangement, in which we can see that this plane of symmetry is lost here. Okay, so it is a optically active compound, it is a chiral molecule, so its mirror image will be its enantiomer. Okay, so these two possibilities are present in this case. So these are the two isomers, the remaining two isomers. So total isomers are 3. This is first, this is second, and this is third. First one is achiral or meso, and these two are chiral or optically active. These are trio forms of tartaric acid. Here plane of symmetry are absent. So we can say that optically active stereoisomers of tartaric acid are 2 and optically inactive is 1, which is meso. Now, how we will show chirality descriptor in these structures? To see chirality descriptor, we have to show chirality descriptor or RS nomenclature for this chiral center and for this chiral center, for these both chiral centers. So just use the CIP nomenclature rules, okay, where we first make numbering of all the 4 different groups and then use chirality rule to assign R or S. Okay, so just make the numbering. Here carbon is directly attached to carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, carbon, so this oxygen will get 1. Obviously this hydrogen will get 4th because it is last, it has only atomic number 1. Now these both carbon atoms are same. This carbon, this carbon, this carbon is attached to oxygen, directly attached to oxygen, and this carbon attached to sorry this carbon attached to oxygen and carbon and hydrogen, and this carbon attached to these two oxygen atoms. So it will get this priority, sorry, second number priority. It will get second number priority. Okay, and this will get third number. See, the rule is move towards next atom, because both the carbon atoms are same, attached to this chiral center. We are making RS assignment for this chiral center. So this is carbon atom, this is also carbon atom. So move towards next atom. Here carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, and here oxygen and oxygen and oxygen, three oxygens, using the multiple bond rule. So it will get second number. Now move 1 to 2 and 2 to 3, 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. We get this anti-clockwise arc direction. So it could be S, okay. But fourth number is present at horizontal line, so it is R. Change the result. Actually it is R. So this is R. Obviously, because it is a meso compound, so in meso compound where it contains two chiral centers, the other chiral center will contain just reverse or opposite answer. This is S, because R or S, because both will be mirror image of each other. Both portion of meso are mirror image of each other. So one chiral center contains R, so other will have S. Okay, so like this we can arrange these. If OH is present at right side, so assign R. If OH present at left side, in this case, so again we will assign R. Both are RR, because this configuration is S at this second number chiral center. When OH goes to here in this compound, in this chiral compound, so its configuration will also be changed, so it is R. Now we know that both enantiomers have just opposite chirality descriptor, so it is RR, so it will be S. So this is the assignment of chirality descriptor which is completed here. So your answer is also completed. Now see the next example. Find X, Y, Z, P and Q for 2,3,4 trihydroxypentane. Draw the Fischer projections of all possible stereoisomers with chirality descriptors. Okay, this same question. Here X is total number of enantiomers, Y is total number of meso compounds, Z is total number of stereoisomers, P is total number of racemic modifications, and Q is total number of diastereomers. So see, 2,3,4 trihydroxypentane, this is the simple structure as drawn here. We can see that at 2, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, total 5 carbon atoms, that is pentane, and 2, 3, 4, at 2, 3, 4 positions, 1 hydroxy groups are present. We can see that a plane of symmetry could be possible in this type of arrangement. So this molecule goes to in symmetric type, means that second number column. Also it contains 3 chiral centers. This carbon is chiral because all the 4 groups are different. This is also chiral, or specifically it is called pseudo chiral. Okay, we discussed earlier what is pseudo chiral, and it is chiral. So here we will consider n equals to 3, 2 chiral centers and 1 pseudo chiral centers. The formulas will be these are the formulas which will because n equals to 3, so it is odd. So these are the formulas X, Y, Z, P, Q. These formulas will be applied and we can find out these all the values X, Y, Z, P and Q. Okay, X, Y, Z and P and Q. So it also contains plane of symmetry, so stereoisomer is symmetric. The formula, as we said, we will apply. So total number of stereoisomers equals to 2 to power n minus 1. Okay, the total stereoisomers are 2 to power n minus 1. See, x plus y, if we add x plus y, then we get 2 to power n minus 1. Okay, see, x, if we do x plus y, if we add x to y, then we get 2 to power n minus 1. 2 to power n minus 1. So the total number of n equals to 3. So total number of stereoisomers are 4. First, we draw the Fisher projections of all possible mesoisomers. So put this structure like this, as we know that the total number of chiral centers are 3, where one is pseudo and 2 are normal chiral centers. So put 3 horizontal lines like this. Put all the 3 OH groups at one side, and this is first meso compound. Okay, this is first meso compound. Now change the position of the central OH group to this side, and we get other meso compound, and these both meso compounds are diastereomers to each other because both are not mirror images, so these are meso diastereomers. Now the second possible structure are that where 2 OH groups situated at same side and one at other side, then we get a chiral molecule where plane of symmetry is not present. So it is an optically active molecule, chiral molecule. Its mirror image will be its enantiomer. So these are 4 stereoisomers are possible for 2,3,4 trihydroxypentane. So we have drawn all these structures. We can easily make their chiral descriptors. What is this? Okay, how we will define chiral descriptor? This is one number given, this is fourth number, then this carbon and this carbon is directly attached to oxygen. This is 2 and it is 3, 1 2 3. We will get R, but fourth number present at this side, so we will get S, so it will be R. Similarly, we can also define the chiral descriptor for this pseudochiral center. Okay, for this pseudochiral center, how we will see pseudochiral center configuration? This will get one number, this will get fourth number, and R gets priority over S. R gets priority over S. So one number, fourth number, it will get second number, and this portion will get third number. So 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. What we get this? Clockwise means it should be R. Okay, 1 to 2 and 2 to 3, but fourth number is present at horizontal line, so it will be S. Okay, but here we don't show it as capital R or capital S, we show it as a small r. Okay, so now we can see the configuration of these molecules. Okay, I'll again repeat this thing. See, it is easy. This is 1, this is fourth, this is second, and it is third. Now 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. Now it is clockwise, so should be R, but fourth number present at this horizontal line, so it is S. So it is R. Okay, and now this is 1, here it is 2, and this is 3, and this is fourth. 1 1 2 and this is 3. 1 2 and 3. Now we get clockwise movement, but fourth number at this side, so it is small s. Sorry, it is not small r. Now what is the chiral descriptor for this? It is also S, because it is, these both are not mirror image, so the configuration will be same, because OH present at right hand side, here OH is also present at right hand side, so it is also R. Now the configuration at this side is changed, here it is R, small r. Now what is the configuration of these sides? This is S and this is also S. Here it is R and it is are. Okay, here now it is not pseudo Chiral center. It is not pseudo Chiral center because both the configuration are same. It is as. So both configuration in these two parts are same. So this is not pseudo Chiral in these chiral molecules or optically active molecules. So what is the relation? These both are mesodiastereomers and these both are enantiomers. Now see, total number of enantiomers are 2. These both are enantiomers, so these are 2 enantiomers, so it is 2. Total number of meso compounds, there are 2 meso compounds, both are meso compounds, so it is also 2. See, they apply these formulas and you will get the answer. Total number of stereoisomers are 4 as we have calculated. Pair of enantiomers equals to 2 because there are 2 enantiomers and the pair is just half of these enantiomers, that is 1, and total diastereomers equals to 3. Means these both are diastereomers of each other because not mirror image. Also we can consider these enantiomers correlation with these structures. See, so these both are not also mirror image, not mirror image to these enantiomers. So there are total 3 diastereomers. So in diastereomic relation, 2 enantiomer considered as a 1. 2 enantiomers considered as 1. Okay, so 1, 2 and 3, total 3 diastereomers are present in this molecule. Now see the next question. What is the next question? Find out the total stereoisomers of 2,3-dihydroxybutanoic acid. Okay, this the question is same. Now see the answer. First we have to draw the structure of this structural formula of this 2,3-dihydroxybutanoic acid. 2,3-dihydroxy, this is 2,3-dihydroxybutanoic acid. This is a simple structure formula of this given compound. See, you can put this molecule with any type. You observe that it is always asymmetric. Okay, you cannot make its any type of structure which could be symmetric, so it is always asymmetric. So all the possible stereoisomers will be asymmetric in this case. Here chiral centers are 2, so all the stereoisomers will be asymmetric. So we will apply these formulas, these first column formulas, where all the stereoisomers are asymmetric. So this simple formula will be applied. Okay, 2 to power n, total number of stereoisomers will be 2 to power n. Okay, total stereoisomer 2 to power n, there are total 4. Then these 4 total isomers will be optically active or will be chiral. So these are the Fischer projections. First, what we do, we first put both the OH groups at same side. Okay, see, this molecule does not contain a plane of symmetry. See, this is not plane of symmetry because that upside a carboxylic group is present, but at this downside methyl group. So this could not be a plane of symmetry. So this is a chiral molecule, and this chiral molecule mirror image will be its enantiomer. So these both molecules are optically active. Now second type of arrangement could be this type, anti-type. This is syn type, means it's a example of erythro, and this is the examples of 3O, where 2 OH groups are present at anti-manner. So again in this molecule plane of symmetry is not present, so it is chiral. Its mirror image isomer will be its enantiomer. So, and these both are also optically active. So total optically active compounds are 4. Okay, total optically active stereoisomers are 4 and optically inactive 0, because no meso compound is present in this type of molecule. So these are the all various examples of molecules where we can calculate total number of stereoisomers, enantiomers. We can show which is chiral or achiral or optically active, inactive. Also we can represent their chirality descriptor. See, what is the chirality descriptor here? It is, see, 1, this is 4. Now this carbon, 2 OH group, here O oxygen carbon, so it will get second and it will get third. Now 1 to 2 and 2 to 3, how we will get the direction of this, it is anti-clockwise, so it should be S, but fourth number present at this side, so it is R. Okay, now check this portion. This oxygen will get 1. Okay, it will get fourth. I just removed the previous. It will be 1, this is 4. Now this carbon is attached to oxygen, so it will get second, it will get third. Now 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. See, what is the movement of arc? That is anti-clockwise, but fourth number is present here, so it is also R. Now its enantiomer will get just opposite kinetic descriptor, this is S. Now it is R because OH present at right hand side in both, so it is also R, but it is S. This is S, but it is R. Okay, so these are the kinetic descriptors. Now what is the relation in between these compounds? These both are enantiomer to each other, these both are enantiomers, so total number of enantiomers are 4. Okay, total number of optically inactive compounds are 0. Total number of stereoisomers are 4. Total number of racemic modifications or pair of enantiomers are 2, because these are just half of the total enantiomers, so this is 2. And total number of diastereomers are 2. Okay, for this pair we will consider 1. For this pair we will consider 1. So these 2 diastereomers. So diastereomers, number of diastereomers we will consider as 2. So this is the explanation of total number of stereoisomers, that how we can calculate the total stereoisomers and how we will draw the Fisher projection of these stereoisomers, how we will say their relationship, and how we will represent the kinetic descriptors for these type of molecules. So this is all thing about this lecture. Thank you.